What's up, YouTube? How you doing? This video gonna be about Hollywood jobs at risk because it's costing too much with the studios. We're not talking about the actors, even though they've changed the rules. I don't know if you noticed now. I think Anthony Mackie was talking about how they don't. Um, Mackie was saying he's Captain Marvel. He was saying they don't keep leading men actors for 5 years no more. They pay a lot of money, but then they flip them around. What has happened is that the jobs in Hollywood, they're going overseas because it's cheaper, and they want cheaper labor and less taxes. That's what it really boils down to. So it costs more money to run it in LA, Hollywood, and and they have not going to recover from pre-pandemic levels. They're not going to have people bombarding the movie. They're going with people are watching stuff, but it's either at home or going to the movies. But those days, the way it was pre 2020, ain't coming back. So, with the circumstances that they're facing, the cost to actually help with the hiring the people, that's a problem they're running. But they won't take care of their people. The actors had to file go on strike because the AI and everything, and everything's digital. So now they're trying to do away with a lot of that. So it's impacting the actual workers and the people that work on sets and stuff like that. So bottom line is, even though Governor Newsom is proposing a $700 million budget as far as like the curve, that they're losing a lot because they're not getting the jobs. But it's also because they're paying more money for who's starring in something as opposed to taking care of the workers. People fail to realize there's a job behind the scenes, front of the scenes, to the side of the scenes before all that gets greenlighted. So you have to, when you invest, all those hands and people have to be taken care of, because if they're not, it's not going to work right. So this has come up in a big time discussion, and it's been, it's real talk. It's like, what are we gonna do? My thoughts and sentiments about it is simple though. You have to, spend money, make money. You have to have people that there can do those jobs, and that you get the best out in totality. But it's a funny business. Hollywood is a funny place. It's always something going on, and it's the kind of situation where you just kind of, you almost want to roll your eyes at how stupidity it is, because it's kind of like, what are we here? How did we get to this point? And why are we at this point? How come, to get your films right, to do what you're supposed to do, why is it so much, is it so dense, so dumb what they're doing? But this is what they do. This is what they do. And it's been this way, but it's really taking heed to where now people are, are really, are in a situation where anime, all the stuff that's going on, they're trying to find ways to lowball. They want to control government where they tax, write it off, but they don't really want to hire the people. They don't want to pay them. That's what they're not saying. That's why some people have 2 and 3 jobs who work in that industry, because they're not getting paid. And so it's cheaper to go elsewhere and to get it, but they're not taking care of the foundation at home. How often do we say that in America? How often does that work? Hollywood is just as funny and corrupt with that mess. So it's a shame, but yeah, some of these jobs are at risk because it costs too much to actually do them in LA and Hollywood. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.